Did you go? You
We are
gone?
we are live. Are you not live?
Not yet.
Okay, hold on.
I know.
Technical difficulties. We
I'm
got it.
like,
We're
let's
going live.
go.
Yeah.
All right.
So it's Fit Friday
Fit Friday.
again.
It comes around every week.
It comes around every week, and we're so excited because we are at Boards and More in Baton Rouge. We love being on locations
Yeah.
because we now know where to get the charcuterie boards for the holiday season, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah. Beautiful.
So today we're going to talk about mental and physical preparation for the holiday season. So,
Mm, yeah. Are
yeah,
you ready?
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Nope, no. So when I hold up this little cup and it's a Christmas cup and you're going to be with your family
Mm-hmm.
or you're going to be shopping and you've got wrapping and things like that, what comes to mind when you think about the holiday season? Because we want to have a great holiday
Yeah.
season, don't you?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I look forward to it.
What makes it great?
Family.
Family,
Yeah. Yeah. Family and friends.
friends,
Yes. Yes. Absolutely.
and I'm a big believer that anything you enter into, you pre-decide what your role in that is going to be like.
Yeah.
So let's talk about the physical aspects of getting ready for the holiday season, as well as the emotional aspects of it, because
Yeah.
we have physical bodies and we have hearts. And so we want to
Mm-hmm.
get through the holiday season, not just through it, we want to have a great time. So, what can we do to ensure that physically?
Yeah.
What's your first thing that you think people need to do to stay strong, physically fit?
I think being prepared, just knowing that you're going to enjoy the food, first of all, you're going to enjoy the family. So don't stress out about having the good food. Don't stress out about it.
You've got to know family as you go into the holiday.
Yeah.
That's important because you need to know how to prepare your heart, your mind, your soul
Mm-hmm.
to be able to have better relationships so that you can keep your sense of self.
Yeah.
Has that proven to help you?
It has. It has. You know, and I think it takes practice. You know, you have to, that's an evolutionary type thing. You have to
Mhm.
keep working on it.
So, one of the things that you can do to have better relationships, and I'm the life coach, so I talk
Mm-hmm.
about the relationship side of things, the
Mm-hmm.
heart kind of things. She's the fit
Fit.
coach. She talks about the body and health and things like that. But better relationships really result in less stress in your life. And what does that do for the body?
Oh my gosh, you feel better, your skin looks better, your mind feels better, you're not overwhelmed. Yeah.
And being able to have better relationships and less stress in those
Hmm.
relationships, again, is preparation. Going into the holiday, knowing who your family is, knowing who the friends you're going to see, and making sure that you're prepared for how you can be your best self, your strongest self, and enjoy the people in your life.
Hmm.
That's so important.
Yeah. Yeah.
So less stress, and we're going to talk about that a little bit more. Being able to relax. I mean, how important is it on your body to be able to physically and mentally relax?
Yeah. Well, you can't enjoy yourself if you're not relaxed.
Yeah.
You know, you can't enjoy yourself. And that's what it's about. Going back to joy, enjoying yourself, enjoying your connections with your family and friends.
And if the holidays get you all anxietied up and get you all worked up, then all the more reason to think ahead of time and think about those relationships because
Hmm.
you can't just keep doing the same thing year after year after year and expecting different results. You're better me, better we. So the
Hmm.
stronger you are when you enter into those areas with lots of
And or impact your decisions.
yeah.
So if you have certain things that you're trying to adhere to, you can still enjoy yourself and adhere to those things. And talking about on other episodes, we've talked about no thank you. You've shared that
Hmm.
it is a complete sentence. You're
Hmm.
done. No thank you. It's fine.
Yeah. So I'm not a sweets person. So it's very easy for me to say no to the desserts. So that just because someone said made a pie or
Yeah.
made a cobbler or did something doesn't mean I have to be kind and eat that.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll have a bite or two, but
Yeah.
I like the salt. So if you bring a dip to my house, I'm probably going to eat all that. I can pass up the sugar,
Yeah.
but I think it's important to not eat because you feel like you have to.
Oh, yeah. And that's a good point because a lot of times during the holidays, and my clients talk about this, families bringing all of this food, and everybody wants you to try their dish, right? Your favorite dish that they made for you. So portions, smaller portions, smaller plates. That way you're getting the enjoyment of the food and they're getting joy out of watching you
Mm-hmm.
consume what they've made for you. So,
Yeah.
yeah,
And my mom lived to be strong and healthy till she was 87, and she always said the best exercise is push back from the table.
push back.
The moment you feel satisfied, you don't have to overstuff yourself.
Mhm.
Though on Thanksgiving, it might be okay, and Christmas, but
Just go for a walk
just a
afterward.
little bit. Give yourself a little leeway, but don't take two
Yeah.
months and just totally get off your health goals. That's what
Exactly.
happens.
And that's key. That's the key. Don't snowball.
So I think having a strong sense of self
Mhm.
better helps you to engage your relationships without getting caught up in drama. So drama
Mhm.
equals trauma.
Mhm.
And come back in when things have settled down. I'm not going
Mhm.
to engage in a bunch of drama. How
Mhm.
about you?
No. No.
That's our
I
choice.
Yeah, yeah. I have to say I'm very fortunate. My family, there's not a lot of conflict,
Mm-hmm.
there's not a lot of that. So it's a peaceful we all enjoy it,
Yeah,
but there's a lot of food. So
there's
that's
a lot of
usually
food.
yeah.
And I was telling her, I just had a weekend with my four sisters. We're all dominant personalities. We're all out
Gosh.
loud people. But you know what? We had a great time together. We let each other be
Mhm.
themselves.
And you
But
connected?
yeah, we connected.
Yes.
We had a lot of fun. But just because, one may have a habit in one direction doesn't mean I have to do that.
Mhm.
I
Mhm.
can be who I am.
Yeah.
My budget is my budget. Somebody else's budget may be that. That may
Yeah.
be budget for money. That may be budget for food. But
Mhm.
I think you have to maintain a strong sense of self and remember that you can say no, thank you.
Yeah.
Look, I'm holding wrapping paper.
You're ready to
I'm
go, huh?
ready to wrap presents. And another thought on sense of holidays is a sense of purpose.
Mhm.
How important is it to go into the Christmas season feeling like you've got a sense of purpose?
Mhm.
And for me, that sense of purpose is to celebrate Jesus
Mhm.
as a Christian. I want it to be about Christ. I want my family to know that I'm celebrating Christ. I
Yeah.
want to enjoy my people. I want to enjoy the food. I want to cook. I want to do all the things, but I also want to be my best version of myself,
Mhm.
which means I pre decide going in what those goals and purposes are. How important is that from the physical standpoint?
From a physical standpoint, being, well, again, you're going back to the food, so you're consuming, so just movement, maybe going for a walk with grandma, doing
Mm-hmm.
something like that. It doesn't have to be a workout, just something physical, movement.
Yeah,
Mhm.
it feels good to get up and walk around after you've had a big meal.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
And you're connecting with the people still. You're still connecting with your family even though
mhm.
you're outside moving around. Yeah.
And when you
That's
think of
good.
family dynamics, think of it from a positive perspective, not a
Mhm.
negative. So many people go into the holidays expecting, some negativity and things like that.
Yeah.
Don't go into it thinking this is going to be the year when we have the best
Mhm.
year ever as a family. We're going to get along. Our kids are going to have fun.
Yeah.
Don't go into it with a negative
Dread.
mindset already. If you
Yes.
dread it, it's going to be terrible. If you plan for it to be, all kinds of drama, it's probably going to be that.
Yeah. Yeah.
So,
You get what you prepare for sometimes,
yeah,
right?
and what if you think it,
Yes.
you know, if you think there's going to be stress and drama, then you have
Mhm.
to plan for that, and you
Mhm.
have to plan what your response to that's going to be ahead of time,
Yeah.
and that is you're going to remain above the drama,
Yeah.
and you're going to stay centered on what your goals are and your purpose is, and that's to have a great time, enjoy all the
Yep.
festivities, but to keep yourself grounded.
Yeah. Yeah. Fun. Enjoy.
And focus on the fun.
And then, and have a little compassion on yourself. If you've had too much to eat, or you've had a little too much to drink, whatever,
Hmm.
whatever the case may be, it's okay. You recognize it
Yeah.
and you just move on. Don't stress out about it. Don't add any more stress to yourself thinking about, how much food you've had over
Hmm.
the last 4 or 5 hours or all day long.
Yeah.
Don't do that. Just pick up and move on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think everybody goes into the holiday season, and I do this every year. I say, I'm not going to overspend.
Yeah.
I'm not going to overbuy. I mean, I may give myself some liberty to overeat a little bit because I like that holiday season. And am I going to have a great attitude going into it?
Yeah. It makes a big difference.
It makes a big difference.
Mhm.
And if you focus on the fun
Mhm.
and you focus on what can be
Yeah.
instead of what has been,
Yeah.
then I think you can really enjoy the holiday season. You don't have to overspend. I make a list of who I'm going to buy for. I try to stick to that list, and
Hmm.
usually I do get a little frantic. Do
Yeah.
you?
I wait to the last minute. I love that.
You
I
do?
always have. I don't know. It's the rush, I guess,
I
of
like the
like
Christmas bustle,
the
hustle, and
excitement
bustle.
of, I don't know,
Yeah,
standing in line is no fun, but I will do it. And I kind of enjoy it.
yeah. Okay, so here's the question:
Yes.
when are you putting up your Christmas decoration?
I will plug my tree in Thanksgiving, but the day before Thanksgiving,
Uh,
because I family coming all over, for Thanksgiving Day, and I have family staying with me during the holidays. So I put it up before Thanksgiving.
and another thing, I see people debating that. When should you put up your tree? Whenever you want to.
I leave mine up all year long. I have a small one that I leave up all year long,
Uh-huh.
and I plug it in when I want some a little joy in my day.
That's pretty cool.
Plug it in. Just a little 2 footer.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just fun.
And I also think you engage in really great conversation.
Hmm.
You
Yeah.
listen more, and talk less. I find that engaging in a lot of conversation, unless you're really centered in on the positive aspects of that, it's really great to listen a lot,
Hmm.
maybe talk less. If it's a strained relationship, respect and love one another.
Hmm.
Let people be who they are, but don't let it affect who you are.
Right. Right.
That's from an emotional standpoint or a physical standpoint.
Yeah.
While I may cheat and overeat some, I'm not going to do that a lot. And that
Yeah. And
self
you can.
control is a
Hmm.
very important thing.
Yeah.
So, do you want to have a fun holiday?
I'm going to have a fun holiday. That's my mindset. I am going to have a fun holiday.
So, you have to pre decide that you are emotionally and physically fit,
Hmm.
that you have pre decided what that is going to look like for you, and you're going to be proud of you
Right.
because you're going to do what you have pre-decided. If you wait and do everything on a whim, you're going to get caught up, and it's going to
Hmm.
be it's going to be
Hmm.
Christmas chaos. I don't want
Hmm.
Christmas chaos. Do you want Christmas chaos?
No, no, only at the end when I'm buying gifts.
Some Christmas chaos is a
I
lot of
like
fun.
that.
I love the hustle and
I
bustle, the
do.
Christmas movies and all that,
Yes.
grandkids and
Yes.
all the things.
Yeah, it's cool.
The main thing going into the holidays is just really prepare yourself to have a great holiday season
Hmm.
by deciding ahead of time what that looks like.
Yeah. And I think not imposing restrictions so harsh on yourself. A lot of um, my followers and my clients are like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna fall off of my plan during the holidays, and I can't have this or I shouldn't have that. And my approach is not to be so restrictive with the holidays. Enjoy the
Mm-hmm.
food, and like I said earlier, have what you want. If you want that piece of cake, have it, enjoy it. You're done, and move on. Don't beat yourself up about it, and don't feel guilty about
Yeah. And my goal every year is not to gain weight.
it. Mm.
I mean, Okay,
Yeah.
I don't want to gain weight. I don't,
Hmm.
because it's a whole lot easier to gain it than it is to take it
Yeah,
off.
it is.
So as I go into the holiday season, I do keep a grip on that,
Yeah.
because if I put on a couple of pounds, then I'm gonna lay off a couple of days and get that in
Hmm.
check. You don't
Hmm.
want to let that get ahead of you, because 10 pounds
Right.
is hard to lose.
10 pounds is hard to lose. And the difference between, 3, maybe 5 pounds and 10 pounds is 3 to 5, maybe bloat,
Yeah,
sodium load, or water, alcohol, those
yeah.
sorts of things that. Yeah.
Because again, pre-decide, is that going to be what I want my holidays to be about? I want to
Hmm.
enjoy them. I want to
Hmm.
enjoy my
Hmm.
people, but I want to keep some limits on what that looks like, so I'm not paying for it in January on the
Yeah.
credit card,
Hmm.
on the scale,
On the scale.
on the emotional drain, or any of
Yeah.
those things.
Relationships.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Because it
So,
all rolls over. And then you're rushing for the new year
mhm.
with your resolutions. It's like, don't do that. Just stay on track. You're good to
And
go.
then the king cakes come in. I'm like, who decided that we have New Year's resolution and then king cakes?
And then
Good
king
thing is,
cakes.
I don't like king cakes, but I
Yeah.
do like me some Mardi Gras etouffee and gumbo and things like that.
Oh, gumbo. It's
One
about that
season to the
time.
next.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So that's it for today's It Friday.
Yeah.
Pre-decide,
Mm-hmm.
pre-decide.
Mm-hmm.
Establish your goals. Be specific.
Yeah. Be specific. And if you like to enjoy an alcoholic beverage
Yep.
during the holidays, if you'll shoot me a DM, I have a tips page to help save you from the hangover and the guilt. So, just a couple of tips and tricks that I have learned through the years that work fabulously to save you calories and to save you misery afterward.
No to misery.
No to misery.
Yes to self, but no to misery.
Mm-hmm.
So we're going to come back next week,
Yeah.
and we have no clue what we're going to talk about, but
Not
we're going to
yet.
come back and talk about something. So we hope that you'll stay tuned. We hope that you'll get excited about the holidays. Don't dread it. Be excited.
Mm-hmm.
Buy things ahead of time instead of trying to make everything. Give yourself the easy button and make it
Mm-hmm.
enjoyable on yourself.
Yeah. Yeah. Go easy on yourself.
Go easy on
Yeah.
yourself and have a lot of fun with your people.
Yeah.
Life is too short to not
It
enjoy
is.
Thanksgiving and Christmas. Do
Absolutely.
what you got to do ahead of time to decide you're going to have a great time. And guess what? Follow through.
Mm-hmm.
And then your
Follow through.
physical stuff better.
Yeah.
Because really, what it all boils down to is protecting your sense of who you are and being proud of what you've decided and what you've chosen, because other people shouldn't have that ability to change who you are,
Yeah.
because that's why you
And that's a
pre-decide.
commitment to yourself. So you've
Commitment
kept
to
your
yourself. Love
commitments.
your neighbor as
Yeah.
yourself. You get to
Mm-hmm.
love yourself, and you
Yeah.
get to enjoy your holidays, and you get to do that. And it's getting ready to kick up.
Yeah.
So get
Woohoo.
your wrapping paper out, get your cute little cups out. You know what? Have a great Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
Have a great Christmas season, but don't have it so great that you don't come back next week, because we don't know what we're talking about, but we're talking about something. So we're out.